Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be kind of like a chatty get ready with me, also kind of like a tutorial, I don't know. It's on this look right here. It's like a bronze eye, like a bronze gold, really warm toned eye, and more of a coral lip. And I used mostly affordable products. I think the only higher end product that I used was my mascara, which was the Kat Von D Go Big or Go Home. But honestly, I can find drugstore alternatives that I like better. So yeah, the rest of this look is all drugstore or Colourpop, I think. And yeah, I think the look is really pretty and it came out nicely. Just a quick little review on this palette while we're here. I love it. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the pressed glitter. It's really pretty, but I don't really get it because it's not suitable for the eye area. Oh wait, this one is. Where is it? I don't know. Usually their pressed glitters aren't approved for the eye area, and some other glitters have just a little bit too much fallout for my taste. But other than that, the formula on these shadows are absolutely beautiful. The metallics are super wet and metallic looking. The mattes blend beautifully. And yeah, it's just a really good standard warm neutral palette. And it seems kind of boring, but I feel like a lot of brands haven't launched them because they've been getting such negative feedback because everyone wants something new. So no one's been doing this anymore, and I feel like Colourpop kind of brought it back a bit and added a couple of new finishes in there to keep things more interesting. So I really like it. I also am loving the ultra blotted lip that I'm wearing. I like that they introduced a lot more brighter colors in this collection. This is in the shade Ojai there, and it is so beautiful. I really like coral for the summer. Also, this formula just like screams summer to me. It kind of makes it look like your lips are just stained. Kind of looks like you had a red freezy, or actually it kind of looks like you had a pink freezy, like the watermelon flavor. Anyways, that is it for me today. If you want to see how to get this look and chat with me a bit, then just keep watching. All right, so to start off this look, I am going to mix the shades. I'm going to mix the shades Gnarly and The Bay. And I'm gonna use a Morphe E27 brush and just kind of dab back and forth between them. And I am just going to run this in the crease and bring it upwards as a transition shade. I was kind of surprised about Colourpop doing a neutral palette, just because neutral palettes haven't been received the best recently. I think people are just bored, and I get that, but I don't know, because everyone's complaining about neutral palettes, I feel like now no one's coming out with them. So I think that might have been why no one was cheesed about a neutral palette. I personally really like neutral palettes, and especially warm toned ones. Actually, not gonna lie, cool tones are more my vibe, but I really like this palette for summer. Like, it screams summer vibes to me. This is gonna be the quickest, easiest look ever. I'm also going to mix the shades, what is this called? Sequoia, the orange here, and Laguna, this nice warm brown. My cat's playing with his spring. He always seems to pick when I'm filming to play. So I'm mixing these two shades on a smaller blending brush. This one's by Tarte from their Unicorn collection. And I'm just placing this in the crease to add some extra warmth to the look. These are some of like the best shadows for the price. Like, I don't know how they do it. I still don't understand. Like, you go to the drugstore and you get like a Maybelline palette, and it is just like absolute garbage in comparison, and it's more expensive. I heard that Colourpop does like all of their own manufacturing or something like that, so maybe that's why, but I don't know. I really think that these shadows are awesome. Now for my favorite shadow in the palette, I'm gonna go with this bronzy gold in the top corner called Diego. And it is just so soft. I'm barely touching it, and look at that pigment. I don't know if it's focusing. Hopefully it is. I don't think so though. Hello? There we go. Look at how reflective and beautiful that is. It works really nicely on a brush, but I'm going to use my finger today. So I'm just going to pick it up with my ring finger and just place it all over the lid. I'm not trying to be neat or precise with it. I'm just kind of placing it wherever. trying to keep it mostly to the lid, but if it gets in the crease, I'm not gonna like clean it up or anything. Kind of similar to my last look using the Darkroom palette by Stilazzi. I didn't want to do like a harsh cut crease. It just hasn't been what I'm feeling lately when I'm doing my makeup, so I've just been kind of doing like a smoky situation. The shade is so soft that it does have fallout, so keep that in mind. I would do your eyes first if you're using this shadow. And I set my eye primer, so I'm going to actually spritz my finger a little bit. I'm using the Face Food Mineral Mist from Graydon. It's just kind of like a spray that's just water and minerals. It's like salt water pretty much. But the mister is so nice on it and it's so refreshing. I do like this product. I don't know if I would buy it again. I'm not sure about the price, but so I'm just gonna tap a little bit onto the lid just because there were some patches that weren't sticking just because I did set my base with some translucent powder before I started. Oh, that's so pretty. I can't get over it. And I'm just going to take a little makeup wipe. This one's just by Simple. And I'm just gonna clean up the fallout. If you do use this shade, yeah, I would recommend doing your eyes first. But fallout doesn't bug me because I always do my eyes first. I don't understand how people don't do their eyes first and it still comes out looking nice. Like every time I do my face first, I regret it. Oh, actually, I lied to you. I'm not done quite yet. I'm gonna go just into this dark shade called Mission. And I'm just gonna grab it on a Sigma E65 brush and I'm just gonna use it as some shadow liner. I really like to use this spray in particular to wet my shadows. I don't really use it as like a setting spray or a priming spray. I use it more so to dampen my products because there's no glycerin in it. And sometimes I have really oily lids. So sometimes if I use a glycerin based spray, my shadow will crease. It just makes everything like a lot more slidey on my skin and I don't really like that. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the face and I'm gonna use my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I haven't used this enough to really determine if I like it. Or do I like it? I don't know, I haven't done my makeup in so long, I can't remember. I don't like the way it makes my skin look like initially. Like it kind of has like a white purplish cast, but that does fade. I don't really know what foundation I want to use today. Okay, for foundation, I'm going to go in with my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I think this is the shade Alabaster. Yes, ma'am, it is. I feel like I sounded really southern there. I don't think this foundation is my favorite, but I don't know why I felt like using it. I guess because I just haven't used it in a while. And I'm going to use it with a brush. I'm going to use my Stilazzi Kabuki Flat Face S409 brush. And I don't think I tested this foundation out with this primer too, so I kind of wanted to give it another shot because sometimes with foundations I have a first impression that it's not my favorite and I'll just never go back to it, which sometimes isn't always an accurate representation of the actual foundation. Maybe it just doesn't work with that primer, you know? I just think with a lot of products I judge too soon. Like with that Kat Von D mascara, the Go Big or Go Home, I actually kind of like it and I had included it in a products I don't like video. So yeah, I don't know, I kind of like it now. It's not my favorite by any means, but it's not like a disappointing product, so. Who's out there, Freddy? Is that your favorite puppy friend? Fred's like staring out the window at the dog that's next door. My skin has been really breaking out lately and I have no idea why. I don't know if it's like a hormonal thing. Well, I think it must be, right? I don't know, because I haven't really changed anything in my skincare routine. So I don't really know what's going on. I used to have really bad acne because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I don't really talk about that a lot. Not because I'm trying to hide it or anything, I just I don't know. But yeah, so I used to have really bad acne as a teen because of that. So they put me on birth control and that really cleared things up for around 10 years. I think 9, because I was in grade 10 when I was diagnosed. So that's like you're 15, I'm 24 now. Yeah, so about 9 years. But recently it's been back again, and it's been back in the same areas that I had a problem with when I was a teenager. So I'm not totally sure what's going on there. If it's stress or other hormones, or I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I'm still not a huge fan of this foundation. It's clinging. It's clinging to everything. Oh yeah, that doesn't look good like at all. Okay, well, at least we tried it again. Then for concealer, I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I'm gonna try using this with a brush too. I never do my concealer with a brush, so I guess we'll see how this plays out. I'm gonna put some on my nose because that foundation really didn't sit well on my nose. Okay, I actually kind of really like how this is looking with a brush. I feel like this is way easier to blend out. Maybe it's just because I haven't used a brush in literally forever. Wow, I really like that. The only thing with this concealer is there's like nothing in it. Like, I feel like I haven't used it that much, yet mine's almost empty. Has anyone else tried this concealer where they kind of feel like that too? I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to set everything with my Kat Von D loose powder. I asked on Instagram for some recommendations from my makeup lover friends for a good affordable translucent powder, and I think I'm gonna try the Milani one. That one looks promising, and I'm not gonna bake with this powder just because this powder makes me look really dry, especially when I bake with it. So I'm just gonna do like a light dusting kind of situation here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try the Milani powder. Everyone was recommending the Maybelline Fit Me powder, but that is not cruelty free. Maybelline's not there yet, so until they are, I will not be purchasing it. And I also asked for some recommendations for good affordable bronzers, and a lot of you guys also said Milani, the baked bronzers, are really good apparently, so I'm gonna try that too. I have lots of new things to try and I'm looking forward to it. The drugstore has stepped their game up so much in the last couple of years that I'm actually excited to try their stuff again. Okay, then going back into my California Love palette, I'm gonna take, I think I'll take the shade Laguna. Oh man, this palette is so hard for me to hold. It's just awkward. I'm gonna go into the shade Laguna, and I'm gonna use this on a Sigma. I think this is an E55, but the numbers have completely rubbed off, so. And I'm just going to rub this underneath my lash line. That looks way orange. It looks like I mixed that shade with Sequoia, the orange, but I didn't. I just used the shade Laguna because I didn't want it to be too orange down there, but I guess that's what we're going with. And I'm just kind of buffing it out with this brush too. Oh, that scared me. My straps are like tie-ups, and I felt something on my back. I thought it was a spider. Ooh, that was scary. Oh man, I wanted to try this under my foundation and I totally forgot. It's the NYX Bear With Me Hydrating Cheek Tint. I wanted to try this. Oh, let's swatch it, see if it's pretty. Oh, it is pretty. Dang it. Okay, next video I'm gonna try this out. It's really pretty. It's like a peachy coral. It almost feels cooling. Maybe that's because it's hydrating. I don't know. I wanted to put it under my foundation and kind of try that like really intense blush under the foundation trick that I've seen going around. I think I'm gonna include this in a disappointing products video. This is the incredible Be a Roller Baby Rollerball Gloss. And I really like the formula, but the rollerball part like absolutely sucks and no product comes out. Oh, there we go. But I've been trying for like 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes, that's a bit of an exaggeration. More like probably a minute, but still. Okay, then I'm going to go into the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Honeydude. This is like one of my favorite pencils. Oh, I just broke it right off. What? I rolled it up too high and then I broke some of it off. That's really disappointing. Anyways, I still have quite a bit left though, and it was super affordable, so that's okay. I really like this eye pencil, especially for the color. It's like my favorite nude, and these gel cream liners really last on the waterline. Really, really well. I really like them. Okay, and then the last touch from this palette, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Cruisin', and I'm gonna grab it on a Morphe Y22 brush, and I am going to use it on my inner corner just for a little pop of like light gold. That looks like the exact same color as the bronze that I used. Oh well. It's definitely a brighter gold than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know why, I thought it was gonna be like quite a bit lighter, but it's pretty vibrant. I hate how my camera doesn't focus on swatches. But look how vibrant that is. I don't know, from the pan I thought it was gonna be quite a bit lighter. Hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
How are you?
Good.
What you doing?
My makeups.
Video shoot?
Yep. Okay, so I applied my mascara off camera just because my dad called, and I just continued to do it. I didn't even think about it. But mascara is boring anyways, so it's fine. And I'm gonna move on to the rest of my face and use bronzer. I'm gonna use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer as always. It's either this or the Fenty bronzer, but I am looking to branch out because I'm kind of bored with, you know, my typical bronzer products. And I like to bronze down my neck because my neck is super pale. I always say that, but it really is. And then I'm moving on to blush. I'm going to use my, excuse you, sir. I don't know if you heard that car, but that was really loud. I'm gonna move on to blush, and I'm gonna use my Milani Luminoso blush. Kind of moved the angle a little upwards. I feel like it was facing down. I don't know. I've had a hard time with camera angles today, so please excuse the fact that it's constantly changing. I'm gonna grab my Morphe E49 brush and just grab some of this blush. And I'm gonna try to apply it a little bit higher. I feel like when I photograph my looks, my blush is super low on my face, and I just feel like it's kind of unflattering. So I'm gonna keep it like up here. Usually I would like apply it down here, but I've been noticing that it's not like a super cute look. I don't know if it's just habit that I do that or like what, but see, I feel like that looks way better. It is a bit intense though. I think I'm gonna tone it down. I'm just gonna grab my powder brush and kind of fluff over it. Then I'm gonna go in with my Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Lunch Money. I used this last time, but I really liked how it looked, so. Okay, I don't like it as much today. What's going on? Why doesn't it look nicer? Did I use a brush with it last time? I can't remember. Did I use a sponge? Should I try that? I feel like it's lifting the foundation. Why don't I like this today? But I loved it last video. Maybe it's the foundation underneath? I don't know. Okay, I don't love it as much this time around, but it'll do. And finally for lips, I'm gonna go in with the California Love Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Oh Hey There. It's kind of like a bright coral. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. I really like that color. That was probably the worst application of my entire life. Okay, so I cleaned up that application because it was god awful. And I think that's the completed look. So this is the completed look. I love how it turned out. I always say that, but this is really pretty. I love this lip. I like that it's bright, but the formula is more sheer, so it's not like as in your face as you're expecting it to be. I don't know, I just really like the Ultra Blotted lips. They're like some of my faves. Anyways, so that is it for today. I am going to head to the craft store today because I'm gonna buy some paint. I've been really into painting lately, and I've been really into reading as well. I'm just kind of burnt out, so I've been working on doing things for myself, just kind of, you know, keeping my mind busy and finding creative outlets that aren't just makeup, because honestly I'm getting a little bit bored. So I kind of want to expand my creativity, and I haven't read like a good book in a while, so I went to the bookstore the other day with my best friend and we spent like 2 hours in there just browsing all the books, and I picked 2 out and I've been reading outside and it's so lovely. Anyways, I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but I just felt kind of burnt out, so I'm gonna go to the craft store. And yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please subscribe if you have not yet, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!